What's up, family? Got another video for y'all real quick. Now, this is kind of like to piggyback what I was talking about earlier in the video about the teens who threw the sandbag from the overpass and killed a man who was a passenger in a vehicle. We was talking about how these judges oftentimes are very, very hard on Black kids. In the case where the kids threw the sandbag from the overpass, the judge was quite lenient. The judge actually suspended the kid's sentence and gave them time at a treatment facility. So they'll be able to possibly become productive citizens at some point in their lives. They can try to, get this right, make amends for what they did. Can't bring the deceased back, but, maybe they can make some type of positive contribution to society, who knows? So right after I went offline with you guys, I came across an article that actually supported my point about how tough these judges are on Black kids. When they see Black kids come through these courtrooms, man, they try to punish them. I mean, they try to do them bad. I don't give a damn how old they are. They will try them as adults real fast. Now, before I just keep going, I need to make sure that you guys can hear me well. Let's see. Need to check my volume here. I need to make sure. Okay, you hear me. Okay, cool. So while I'm talking, I guess you guys can leave when you make your comments, I want to know where you're coming in from. So when you start, you could start your comment off with where you're from, what city, what state. If you're outside of the US, let me know what country, and then leave your comment. Okay. So let's go down this lane together. I want to read this quick article to you. Let's see. Let me get over here to it. Share this screen right quick. Okay, something's going on here. I'm not seeing the article. Is that it? Hold on. Give me a moment. Okay, there's the article. Okay, so let me try to share this with y'all. There it is. Here we go, y'all. Okay. A Montgomery teenager has been sentenced to 65 years in prison on murder and theft-related convictions in a case tried under the state's accomplice law.
If you're moderate to severe ulcerative colitis or Crohn's symptoms are holding you back and your current treatment hasn't worked well enough, it may be time for a change.
Damn advertisements. All right, let's try this again. Where is it? Okay, here we go. A Montgomery teenager has been sentenced to 65 years in prison on murder and theft-related convictions in a case tried under the state's accomplice law. Lakeith Smith, 18, was sentenced by Circuit Judge Sibley Reynolds for his role in the crime. Smith was convicted in March following a 2-day trial. Reynolds handed down a 30-year sentence for felony murder, a 15-year sentence for burglary, and 2 10-year sentences for the 2 theft convictions. Reynolds then ordered the sentences to be served consecutively. So are y'all hearing what I'm hearing? Now, this dude, they say he laughed while he was in court when they handed down the sentence. And, you know, the prosecutor went in on that. They say he laughed in court another time. And so the prosecutor used that as leverage to, you know, to really, really stick it to him. And the judge, they say, was incensed by his behavior. And the judge made sure that he stuck it to him. Now, here's how the whole thing went down. It says that 5 people broke into 2 homes in Millbrook on February 23rd, 2015. Smith was part of that group. Millbrook police officers responded to a call of burglary in progress. One of the co-defendants began shooting at an officer as he entered the home. This is allegedly. Testimony brought out that several of the co-defendants fired at the officer. The suspects left the home and ran into a backyard, still firing at the officer. Adante Washington, 16, also of Montgomery, ran out of the backyard through a gate in the private fence. Police officer body camera footage played in court during Smith's trial showed he was armed with a .38 caliber revolver. Washington ran toward another officer, pointing the gun at the officer, the footage shows. The officer fired his sidearm 4 times, striking and killing Washington. It was Washington's death that Smith was charged with. An Elmore County grand jury cleared the officer that fired the fatal shots. His name, by the way, still has not been released. The other co-defendants in the case has not faced trial yet. They all entered guilty pleas. Lakeith was the only one who didn't enter a guilty plea. He took it to trial and they punished him for it. So what I'm hearing here is a situation where this guy says that I'm not guilty and I want to prove my innocence. So I'm going to trial. Now, yeah, you know how the judicial system works in America. If it doesn't matter if you're innocent or not. And I'm not saying this guy is innocent. I'm just saying this is how it operates. I'm trying to paint the picture that when they come after you, when they want you, and you go into that courtroom and you plead not guilty and you say, let's take it to trial. They do what's called a tax penalty, meaning that since you're going to cause us all this trouble and you're not going to accept this plea deal, you really want to take it to trial, we are going to punish you so severely that it is going to send tremors throughout the jail cells of this county, warning any other inmate that he better not dare, she better not dare try to go to trial on a case against us where we're offering a plea deal. And what this does, and what they're doing right now, is scaring the hell out of the other guys, like making sure that, hey, okay, make sure you don't try to reverse that deal, you know, because this is what's going to happen to you. And what this does is it saves the counties, the state, a whole lot of money. They save millions of dollars a year because, quite frankly, they don't have the manpower or the money to try every case. If all of these people who were pleading, taking these plea deals, just all of a sudden stopped, if every single person said, I'm holding steady, I'm not taking a plea deal. And you got to be steady like that as other people are getting convicted and they're getting the 100-year sentences, the 50-year, 40-year sentences. If every single person said, I'm going to trial, they'd have to come up with something different. It just wouldn't work anymore. The gig would be up. The jig would be up. But they're able to get away with it because they scare the hell out of people with these sentences. And they will do you, dog. They do you. Like, they don't care how old you are. Dude was 16 years old when he committed these crimes, right? He didn't pull the trigger. The police pulled the trigger. The police killed his friend and they gave him the time for the murder. So that's the way they do with this accomplice law, which basically states that if you are involved in a felony or some type of felonious act and somebody gets killed, you can be held liable for that person's death. Even if you didn't kill him, even if that person was with you, even if that person was your accomplice and that person gets killed, you can be charged with that person's death. Now, I saw that the guy who got killed name was Washington, and one of the other persons who is being charged with his death, his last name is Washington. So I'm wondering if they're brothers or something. Now that sure would be a cold-blooded thing. Now to have to go through trial for killing your brother when you didn't even kill your brother, you didn't pull the trigger. But this kind of like goes back to what I tell people all the time. When you're with people, like a real friend is not going to put your life in danger. So you have to look at the company that you keep. When you are with a friend and y'all go out into, let's say y'all go to the club and your friends start acting wild and tripping, and then they get into a fight and you're with them, all of a sudden you're in the fight too, you could end up dead. So the way I look at it is like, what's the worst thing that could happen? If we go out here and do this, or we get into something, what is the worst thing that could happen? Worst thing that could happen is death. That's the worst thing that could happen. So you have to look at it like your life is on the line, you know, and you have to look at it like when your friends say, let's go do this murder, or, you know, let's go do this robbery, you know, that friend is basically putting your life in peril, putting your freedom in peril. You got to look at it like that. That's the way I look at it. Some people don't look at it to that degree. So let's see what you guys are saying. What do y'all think about this taxing that they do to people when they don't cop a plea? You know, you're supposed to enter a plea, or not a plea, but you're supposed to enter your plea. You're supposed to enter a plea based on, you know, how, if you're innocent, you should enter an innocent plea, right? Or even if you're not innocent, if you decide that you want to go to trial, they shouldn't hold against you the fact that you went to trial, that we're going to punish you just for doing, like, exercising your right, you know, to a fair trial. Because you want to do that, we're going to make sure we go in on you, and we're going to make sure that we punish you for that. Yeah, what do y'all think about that? UK up in the building. What's up? What is that? L Stormbringer. What up? Northeast. What you got to say about that? I'm Hotep, BC, much love. Okay, I'm trying to read something. Remember, y'all, like when you leave your message, let me know what city, what state. If you're outside of the US, let me know what country you're coming in from. Mook says, I say bullshit. Everybody deserves a fair trial. You did? Covert X. We ain't getting into that. Oh, again, y'all, if you leave a comment and it's some hateful shit, I'm not gonna repeat it because I like to have these positive vibes. Again, I'm gonna cover the heavy stories that a lot of people won't cover. Damn sure mainstream media is not gonna cover it, at least not the way that I'm gonna cover it. I'm gonna be totally unbiased about it. I'm just gonna tell you what it is, straight up, straightforward, honest, hard truth. So I'm not covering these stories to just incite, hate, incite fear and this. I'm trying to say like, I'm trying to get some healthy discourse going on. Like, what do y'all think? I want to know what you think. I want to know how y'all feeling out there, and do you have any, what's the solution? Do you have any solutions? Okay, DeMonte says, Willie D, this ain't right. Malicious prosecution, Wally the truth. Goddess says, I like your jacket. You know what I'm talking about? Goddess of the galaxy. Carlos Reynolds, I'm watching you live, homie, from Vicksburg, Mississippi. There you shout out, man. There you go, Carlos. Let's see. BBC Center says, it's crazy how people can commit the same crime, but get very different punishments. That's how it go in America, man. I'm telling you. It's true. Man, you commit a crime, man, it's going to be based on age, ethnicity, gender, sexuality, sexual preferences, how popular the case is, how much money you got, how much money you ain't got, all of these variables, what kind of lawyer you got, man, it's amazing. And then, but truer words have never been spoken, how people can commit the exact same crime. You could put the exact same circumstances and it's different results when it comes to sentencing. Or not even going to say sentencing, when it just comes to how the case is covered, or your judicial experience. It could be very different. Yeah, exactly. And profession, whether you're a cop or not, cops, damn boy, they can get away with some stuff that the average person cannot get away with. I mean, who gets more benefit for killing than cops? What do they have, like cops that kill? What is like less than 1% of them go to jail? Amazing. Bin Laden said, let me have a jacket. Hey, man, I can't let you have a jacket, man. Can't let you have a jacket, man. I got to rock this thing. I got to rock this thing at least a couple of times. And then check back with me. And then, depending on how I feel, I might just shoot it to you. Okay, John from East Birmingham. But this is something we know. So why put yourself in the seat? True. You're talking about a teenager, dog. 16-year-olds, man, they don't know no damn better. They just don't know. It's like they know right from wrong, but they don't understand the gravity of what they do. But not understanding, slippers go, Not understanding ain't gonna be enough to get that judge off your ass. Not understanding ain't gonna be enough for that jury not to give you 135 years. So you're gonna have to Get it together. Nisha Renew says, thanks, Willie D, for your brilliant mind in an insane world. You dig? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Scoop Mega, look up Philly 35th District. They used to plant drugs in young black brothers' pocket. Man, used to. How about still do? You ain't got to go to 35th District. How many districts they got? I can guarantee you that happens in every district. That happens in, man, that happened in departments all over America. That's the culture. That's what it is. Yeah, Antoine Gamble says they're handing out football numbers. Yeah, Mo P says we need to get rid of the grand jury and invoke Republican form of government. The average American is incompetent. You got that right, and prejudice. Let's not forget that. You know, well, all people are prejudiced. You see, that's why it's so hard for people to get a fair trial, because we all walk into a courtroom with our own biases, you know. But it's when you use those biases to punish people, you know, because you don't like them. You don't like this about a person. That person did this, and that happened to your cousin or your sister, or child, or whatever. Now you want to make sure you go in extra hard on this person. Man, the whole system needs to be dismantled. It's just totally corrupt. It needs to be dismantled. It don't need to be fixed. It can't be fixed because it was designed to work just like it's working. That's the thing. That's the thing we got to understand. And the grand jury, I agree. We got to get rid of the grand jury. I call it the clan jury. When y'all hear people saying, when y'all, sooner or later, I think this clan jury thing gonna be like a thing of it's just gonna be like a thing that people say, right? Just know where y'all heard it first at, because I've been calling them the clan jury for at least for at least 20 years. It'll probably catch on since I started doing these YouTube videos and stuff. It'll probably catch on now. But yeah, to me, they're the clan jury because they're no different, man. You know, before you can even get to a regular jury, before you can even get into the courtroom or whatever, man, the clan jury got to take a look at it. So the clan jury just look at it and be like, and the prosecutors get to go into a room with the clan jury all by themselves and just present the case. Is that stacked or what? They can just go into the room, you know, and just present a case to the jury all by themselves. And you already know if you ain't playing ball, you're not going to be on the clan jury long. They'll just get rid of you. So everybody that's on the clan juries all the way throughout America, they all on the same team. They all playing ball. They're all on the same team. That same team is Team USA, the real Team USA. Y'all say Team USA Judicial. That's the judges, the prosecutors, the court-appointed lawyers, the police, all of them, the people that's in the Senate, in Congress, I mean, all these people, man, they all on the same team. That's why you can't win. You can't win, and like I say, the system is designed to work. I mean, the system is working exactly like it was designed to work. Yeah. Let's see. Who wants to know who made that jacket? Looks good. DH says, who made the jacket? This jacket is made by, hold on. What is it? What is that? Yeah, this jacket is made by Grindstone. Look them up. They got a lot of cool stuff, man. I'll be doing some stuff with them later. I'll probably do like a couple of conventions with them this year. And everything worked out, you know, we may be doing a lot more business. Let's see. What else we got here? Okay, Charles Hutchinson says, Birmingham, Alabama. That's why I talk to my young family members. I have fast and how fast it can change. Yeah, man, life can change real fast, man. You gotta really cradle your freedom in your life, man, because just like that, you could be out of here. I got me a block, y'all. Got me a block. Let's see. How can I do this? Let's see, to use it. Yeah, got him out of here. Got a block. Yep. Okay, I'll give a few more shout outs and then I'm gonna jump up out of here, man, and go do this video. Devin Jackson says my stepson was murdered by a state trooper. A few months ago, he was Caucasian because he was in the car with black kids, a kid himself. They tried to sully his name. That's how they do you. But if your kid was well, we don't have time to go through that, so I'll just leave it alone. So what is that? Phil Matt Toff. I can't say it, but 65 years and didn't kill anybody. That's bullshit. He should appeal it, Stockton, California, in the building. Yeah, I'm sure they'll appeal it, and I'm sure that time will get knocked down considering his age. I'm sure they'll get at least half of that time knocked down. I think it'll be more than that. I think a third of that time will come down. He'll probably end up with a 20-year sentence. But even that is a lot of time for not killing anybody. Boy, ain't that something, boy? Police can kill your friend and then they can give you the sentence. They can give you all the time. Let's see. More people say a parent can't beat their child, but a police can kill your child. Hey, you know, I ain't with the beating at all. You know, you can say spanking, that's cool with me, but beating to me sounds like some damn abuse going on. And I don't think that's cool under no circumstances. But you are right, the police can kill your child and get away with it. But if you spank your child, you can go to jail. Ain't that some shit? But that's only happening because a lot of people in America are straight up suckers and allowed it to happen. Like, ain't none of that stopped me from doing what I had to do with mine. Even though I didn't really, I didn't have a heavy hand on my children. I stopped spanking my kids so early, they don't even remember ever getting a spanking. let's see, who is this? Reggie White says, my homie got 80 years in prison for $240 worth of drugs in Prattsville, Alabama. Yeah, Alabama, man, they right there, man. Alabama, you know, Mississippi. Ooh, but them some backwoods. Ooh, man, they some of the worst, man. People actually moved out to be animals, to act like animals. You know, you got people that moved out. You know, they've been in Alabama 1,000 years, man. They ain't going nowhere. I'm talking about they totally corrupt. I'm talking about, you know, they corrupt all over the United States. Don't get me wrong now. I ain't just trying to single Alabama out all by itself. But Alabama and Mississippi, they're a special kind of backwoods, man. They, you know, they hanging people in Mississippi, you know, frequently. It's really, Mississippi and Alabama are really stuck. They really are Neanderthals out there. They're stuck. I'm talking about that system of oppression. I mean, it ain't budged. It ain't budged since the 40s. It ain't budged one bit. All right, y'all. Still hanging people in Mississippi. Yeah. Yeah. So that looks like that's it, y'all. Continue to leave your comments, though, because I will be checking them and responding. Until then, I am out in the ATL. If you know me, holler at me. Or holler at me on social media, man. You're talking about something good, you know, send me an email or whatever. That's even better, because I'm not gonna be reading a lot of stuff on social media, but send me an email, go, you know, and you know, if you're in Atlanta and if you're talking about something, you know, maybe, you know, I'll let you know where I'll be at, and you can meet me, you know, and we can chop it up. So that's what's up, y'all. Once again, I appreciate y'all. Y'all enjoy the rest of your day. No more talk.